Hello Little Hoes, my name is Kristen and welcome back to my channel. Today I am continuing on with the Worth a Splurge sort of little series I'm doing, ranking plants on if I would buy them or not and how much I think that they're in reality worth, at least to me. So today I'm going to be talking about Philodendron gloriosum. So I have had gloriosum here for 3 or 4 years, I want to say. This was one that I got from the People's Plants, and they were selling some pretty popular plants for pretty reasonable prices back in the day, and I think I probably got this for between 30 and 40 bucks for a little chunk that was pretty well developed with leaves. 6-inch pot, I want to say. And it didn't do great for a while until I kind of figured out what this plant needed. I also did put the rhizome on top of the soil versus buried, how they had it, and it seems to be doing much better. This plant, I have had ups and downs with it, and my opinion of it has changed throughout the years. At first, I didn't know what she needed and realized pretty quickly that in order for the leaves to emerge nicely and not get ripped, you needed to provide more humidity for it. And like I said, I have noticed that the rhizome on top of the soil to some extent is better than buried because it just kind of sits there and doesn't grow much otherwise. This plant is kind of like a lady in her 40s who's been around the block. She's picky, but she knows what she wants in life, and she's not trying to be dramatic. She just really knows what it is she likes and doesn't like. This is that plant, and it just depends on how much drama you are willing to put up with. In the grand scheme of things, I think that this plant isn't too fussy. There's just some basic needs that you have to provide for it. Mainly, I have noticed the humidity, and lately it's been looking slightly chlorotic, so I did give it some fertilizer along with some micronutrients, including iron to kind of green her up, which I think that will help quite a bit. I do really like this philodendron and think that it's kind of a good gateway aeroid into the more velvety forms. It's not as bad as some other ones like melanochrysum for humidity needy. So I have seen this plant go again up and down in price. I did some investigating to see how much nowadays this plant is going for. I mainly investigated on Etsy, which seems to be a good going average price. I saw smaller starts as little as 30, although 40 and 50 seem to be pretty average. And then it goes all the way up to like 120, 150. I think that the 120 is definitely an outrageous price, especially since this plant is becoming more and more grown, more and more traded in the houseplant community. So I wouldn't spend $100 on this unless you found like a really huge specimen that you thought was awesome. I would start with maybe like $50 or so. I think it is a pretty nice staple to have in your plant collection. So is it worth the splurge? Yeah, I think it is a good one, especially if you're kind of just starting out and you want to transition over to some more quote-unquote rare plants, even though this isn't rare at all. I think it's kind of a good midway jumping off point and definitely worth growing. As an aside, I recently repotted this plant into this super long container. Gloriosum is a rhizomatic philodendron. It isn't going to be one that climbs, so keep that in mind. If you don't have a lot of floor space, shelf space for this plant, that would be one downside because it will take up a lot of width. It's not going to climb at all, so sorry for those of you who don't have room. Anyway, I would love to know, do you guys grow gloriosum? What are your thoughts on her? Is it worth the splurge to you if you were going to do it all over again? That will do it for today's video. As always, stay safe, healthy, and safe, and I'll talk to y'all real soon.